Hey, Yankees fans, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Man, this is great news for the Yankees. Absolutely great news. Now, the Yankees, final game of the series versus the Guardians. They already lost the series, but they needed to prevent a sweep, and that's what they did. They defeated Cleveland 5-1. Now, Aaron Judge, I guess we'll start there. Aaron Judge went 2 for 4 today, bringing his batting average to 415. 415, 513 on base percentage, 734 slugging. That's over a 1200 OPS. Aaron Judge is just having a magnificent season. 415 though. 415. I haven't seen anybody his size, and I don't know if I've seen anything like it, to be honest with you, on the Yankees. 4-freaking 15. His 2 best seasons of his career, he hit over 300. Last year, he hit 322. Right, I believe in 2022, he hit below 320. I forget his average. If someone could tell me down in the comments. Aaron Judge has been awesome. And, the Juan Soto stuff from a week or so ago, that was kind of funny how he in his defense, he was kind of just stating facts that, hey, Aaron Judge is just awesome. And he doesn't have that kind of protection with the Mets. So, I mean, he's not wrong. But what Aaron Judge is doing, it's not like he has, 15 home runs. He had 7, should have 8. He has 7, but he's hitting 415. If you told me that Aaron Judge at this point of the season would have a 415 batting average, I would have said, yeah, right, but he's doing it. Aaron Judge could maybe finish the year with like 35, 40 home runs. Don't crush me on that. But would you guys be okay if he did that while having a 350 batting average and like driving in 150? Oh, I'm kidding. I think Judge is going to hit 50, but I think he could still have, 340, 350 average. He's just a great start to his season. It's still early, but you love to see him get off to this kind of start, especially after last year, where in the month of April wasn't so good for him. I believe he hit like 177 in April, and then he went off on an absolute tear, having one of the best years of his major league career, or if not the best year. The next guy we have to talk about is Carlos Rodon. What a start he had. 2 consecutive starts. That's what you have to see out of him. Just a little body of work of consecutive solid starts. And he threw 90 pitches. So great on him. Threw 90 pitches, 7 innings. No earned runs. He gave up, 1 run. It's not an earned run, so he did not give up a run. But Rodon, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. He's getting paid $27 million. You need this out of him. And especially in a series where you were on the verge of getting swept. And we needed him to go into this game and win it. And he did. He won it. He looked really great against Tampa Bay last weekend. Awesome stuff by Rodon. 2 consecutive starts. He went 6 innings in his last start. He went 7 innings in this start, throwing 90 pitches, 8 strikeouts. What a performance. And that's, in my opinion, great news for the Yankees. To talk about the Yankee bullpen a little bit today, Fernando Cruz went in there. Scoreless inning. Luke Weaver shut out the game. Scoreless inning. So wonderful stuff for the Yankees. Rodon's looking great thus far. I mean, he's been so inconsistent. His first start of the season, not so great. Second, third, fourth start, I believe, not so good. Am I wrong? I could be wrong on that. But then his 4th and 5th. This was his 5th game, right? Or 6th. Wow. His last 2 have been awesome. So really, really happy for him. But the Yankees, they needed it. And that's great news that Rodon is seemingly, you would think, is turning the corner there. Now, another guy I want to highlight. My gosh. Paul Goldschmidt. What is this guy doing? Right? Last year, everybody's saying, oh, he's washed up. He's this, he's that. I mean, Paul Goldschmidt today went 3 for 5. His batting average is 383. If Aaron Judge didn't have this kind of a batting average, I think we would be talking about Goldschmidt a little more. But Goldschmidt went 3 for 5 today, hitting 383. I made a joke in a video recently saying that he's going to have like a Wade Boggs type of season where maybe he'll hit like 12, 13, 14 home runs, but hit over, 320, 330. He could. He's just slapping the ball all over the field. Now, I wonder what you do if you're the Yankees, right? I'm just saying, if Paul Goldschmidt does end up having, if he carries at least a 300 average throughout this whole entire season, I wonder if you do consider giving him another 1-year deal. He's on the wrong side of 30. I mean, he's on the wrong side of 35. He's 37 years old. But hitting 383 is just tremendous. Hats off to him. It's really great that he's having this type of a season, especially, after having a down year where it looked like he regressed a bit. But I've said it time and time again about him. The first half last year for him was pretty dreadful. The second half, he bounced back. He had like a 799 OPS the second half of the season with St. Louis last year. He feels a tremendous first base. And as I said, so far this year, he's hitting 383. Tremendous stuff. The Yankees need that at a first base. You do expect a little bit more power, but I don't care. He's getting hits, and that's all that matters to me. Like today, I said he went 3 for 5. Tremendous year so far for Paul Goldschmidt. Anthony Vulpi. Anthony Vulpi. Now, he's been struggling mightily. He is 7 for his last 54. A couple weeks ago, I said, hey, I believe Vulpi has a lot of potential. I believe Vulpi could be a 25-30 home run hitter in this league. He had a lot of power down there in the minor leagues. I thought that was going to translate, especially after that start of to the season he had with hitting those 4 home runs really quick. Well, he's 7 for his last 54. That's a 130 batting average. Now, his batting average so this season is 198. So now it's below 200. Struck out 4 times today. Got the old golden sombrero. It went 0 for 5. He grounded out in I believe the 8th or 9th inning. But this is a guy who you expect to be a little better, one of the best prospects in the game. I did the math earlier, right? Between low A, high A, double A, triple A, there's over like 3,000 minor leaguers. And correct me if my math is wrong, like 3,100, I believe. And Anthony Vulpi, once upon a time, out of that many minor leaguers, was ranked 5th. He was ranked 5th. That was back in 2023. I think, personally, Vulpi has a lot of potential, but this is his 3rd major league season. His first major league season had a 666 OPS at 209. Last year, 243, but had a 657 OPS. What does that tell you? His power dropped. He drew less walks. Wasn't very good for Vulpi last year. Now, this season started off really good, and ever since, he's 7 for 54. You just you would think that he would have turned the corner. Unfortunately, it just hasn't happened for him. And listen, he's not the only guy who's struggling. Bellinger hasn't even gotten off to a good start this season, hitting 177. He made one heck of a play today out there in center field to end the game. But Austin Wells is struggling, hitting 188. Chisholm, 165. He's not the only one who's struggling. But a guy like him, who you expect to take that next leap, he just hasn't done it. He's a really good shortstop, a tremendous shortstop. But he's hitting 198. 198. That's not good. He has to turn this around. He's 7 of his last 54. That's crazy. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like it out of a guy who was this highly touted of a prospect and who's been given such a long leash. In my opinion, I blame the Yankee organization for doing what they've done to Vulpi. I do. I think Anthony Vulpi at some point in 2023 should have been sent down to AAA. Anthony Vulpi essentially skipped AAA. He played really well down there in AA, had a great 21 in AA, had a pretty good 22 in AA. But as you know, we needed a shortstop, right? So they kind of fast-tracked Vulpi. They promoted him September to AAA of 2022, and he hit like 230 down there in 22 games. That's not good. Then spring training comes along. He goes in there and he wins the job, and he won the job. But when he was struggling, they never sent him down when he needed it. And look, a couple of years later, it's like his progression just stalled out. You never want to see it, especially his peers like Gunnar Henderson, Bobby Witt. And I know these are exceptional ball players, but these are guys who are his peers. Right? And I'm not saying Anthony Vulpi should be Bobby Witt, but in a way I am. He's formerly the 5th prospect in Major League Baseball. He was ranked above Ellie De La Cruz. You just expect Vulpi to be better offensively. Defensively, he's tremendous. Not taking anything away from Anthony there. But 198, it's concerning. But as I said, he's not the only one who's struggling. Also want to touch on Jason Dominguez today. It says 2 for 4 here. I thought he went 2 for 5. But he had a decent game. He got a hit from the right side of the plate. So, love to see it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.